I followed my now husband into an old basement on our second date. On my second date with my now husband, 9 years ago, he took me to his house. It was located on a dead-end street in a family neighborhood. As soon as we entered his house, he brought me downstairs to a room in his basement. I was a little nervous, but he seemed truly excited, so I followed him. He gave me no pretense as to what we were doing. The basement was finished, but dated, and smelled slightly musty, like many Midwest homes. He crouched down to get a bin on a shelf and pulled out his coin collection. He took them all out and explained where he got them and why he thought they were cool. His energy was like a happy golden retriever. I had no interest in coins, but found the whole interaction endearing. I asked if he did this with all his dates and he said no, and that he just got the urge to show me.
Hey guys, so this is another fun little experiment I decided to do where I compared this story with all of Chatgpt, Gemini, and Cohere. If you guys haven't watched the first part of this video, feel free to watch it in my channel, and let's see what funny/terrible stories these GPTs can create. Hope you have fun.
I asked if he did this with all his dates and he said no, and that he just got the urge to show me. As we chatted, I noticed something strange in the corner, a glint of metal beneath a dusty sheet. Curiosity got the better of me, so I tiptoed over, lifting the cover. My heart pounded as I uncovered not coins, but a row of old, tarnished knives. Each blade gleamed in the dim light, stained with something dark and sticky. I turned to ask him about it, but he was standing right behind me, his smile twisted into a chilling grin. "You were supposed to see that," he whispered, his eyes glinting with something sinister. And in that moment, I realized I was trapped in the basement with a man whose collection wasn't just coins, but something far more terrifying.
That was kind of creative from ChatGPT in my opinion. Doubt Gemini can.
On our second date, Mark led me down to his basement. It was on a dead-end street, the kind of neighborhood where everyone knew everyone, making the strangeness all the more unsettling. The basement looked finished, but a faint musty smell lingered, the kind that clings to old things. My heart hammered in my chest, but Mark was practically bouncing with excitement. He crouched by a low shelf and pulled out a dusty bin. A cold dread filled me as he flipped it open, revealing not coins, but buttons. Hundreds of them, in every size and color imaginable. Some were ornately carved, others plain in plastic. But none held the innocent charm of a worn penny. Mark's enthusiasm remained infectious, however. He held up a chipped porcelain button, his voice overflowing with a strange intensity. "This one," he said, his eyes gleaming a little too brightly, "belonged to a very special girl. Just like you." He reached into the bin, his hands sifting through the endless collection. A shiver crawled down my spine as a single, blood-red button emerged in his grasp. A tiny inscription ran along its rim, barely visible, "Always with you."
Okay, that was creepy as heck. I did not expect
On a second
that.
date, a man takes his lady to his house, down to the basement. It was a little messy, but the man was excited, showing off his coin collection, like a happy dog. She was charmed by his enthusiasm, but then the man's face changed. He whispered, "They are not just coins, they are their souls. I collect them to have power." She ran for the door, but he blocked her escape, the happy face now a mask of madness. His coins were souls, and now he wanted hers.